It is 2026. We made it.
Oh my God.
We hope that you are having a pleasant start to your new year. This is our first show of 26, but our last show of this season. We're taking our winter hiatus.
Yeah, we're going to come back in a couple of months.
Fresh, new,
recharged
in another location.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows? Yes.
Goodbye, Crown and Anchor.
Current, yes. Oh, yeah. Whoa.
So long, this room.
This space. But anyway. Until next time. Right, until next time. We'll see what the new ownership
Goodbye here.
offers. Goodbye there. Goodbye.
Yeah. Hello there.
How was your New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve was fun. The drone show, I was actually kind of impressed by it because I had lowered my expectations so far. Because people are like, most drone shows are usually thousands of drones. This one's only going to be a couple of hundred. So I was like, oh, what's that going to look like? And I thought it was really good. It was really cute, right?
We have a little video.
It was very much tailored to Provincetown.
Yeah.
Let's
show the little video and then we'll talk
all right, here's about a minute's worth of what I saw from all the way down there in the West End. I was way down there near Sal's place, kind of.
Yeah, and I was looking at it from next to the boat slip, and I know that if you were dead on, where they told people to go and watch it in the middle of town for the best viewing, it definitely had a different view. I was with a group of people, most of whom are cranky, and who the fireworks versus the drones or whatever. I personally, the music was atrocious. Sorry. If you actually heard the soundtrack, it was embarrassing. I will say that. I will say going forward, the music needs to
work on it for next year.
The music needs to be curated, but I thought it was cool. I mean, I thought it was going to be completely generic. They actually did things of the place, the whale and the monument spinning and the lighthouse.
The lighthouse.
Yeah, that was all cool.
Gingerbread man was in it.
The rooster, the Portuguese rooster.
The Portuguese rooster. I didn't understand the gingerbread man. Unless I know it's a hit, but I mean, I wanted to see a shark at the end of that being the one that was biting the arms off. Come on, it's a computer. You can pretty much make anything. But I will say this. The difference between the drones and fireworks are a whole body experience. And the drones is I'm looking at this and, that picture is done. There's no catharsis. There's no, I know it just went up in the air and and I feel it here and then, wait for the next one. There's no it's just all
storytelling though. It has that potential, I feel.
It does have the
it's
potential.
Set to music.
Yes, but
there's no oohing and ahhing.
There's no oohing and ahhing because yes, there's no oohing and you don't feel it in your body. And I know people, the dogs and the PTSD and blah, blah, blah. 1 hour a year, go hide in a closet so you don't hear the explosions. Put your dog away. Put your dog away for the 1 hour a year.
100% agree.
We all know when the fireworks are happening. It's your responsibility to take care of the people that might be affected by the sounds of those fireworks.
Dogs are also triggered by people on skateboards and bikes. We're not going to ban those.
And what happens when a thunderstorm happens?
Exactly.
And if you have people on the spectrum, etc., headphones, they're wearing them all the time anyway.
Tell your dog to get over himself.
And Uncle Joe, I'm sorry, for an hour, go put Fox News on louder.
Whoa. Wait, it bothers people too?
Yes. Alleged.
Hey, what about pollution?
Pollution, I don't know. Those lithium-ion batteries running those zones got to go
It's
drones.
just not the hill I'm going to die on.
No.
Like recycling even works. Who cares about pollution? Just throw it all into the bay.
And, well, did you see the one drone that went rogue?
No.
Because I was like, oh, it's coming for us. So there's 200 drones, and they obviously are pinpointed to make pictures. And in the middle of the show, one of the drones was like, I'm out of here. And I went and landed on the beach.
Same.
And then I was just like, oh, now the American flag is up, missing one of the stars. Which state was missing? Because the drone flew away.
Yeah.
So
well,
when you only have 200 drones and one's missing, you know.
It was like a light bright. Remember light bright?
It was like a light
was
bright.
like
That's
a
what
light
Josh
bright.
says. It's like a light bright in the sky.
In a bad way.
And, well, I don't know that he meant it in a good way. But anyway, I think that going forward, this will be cool. It'll be interesting to see cost analysis, which is cheaper. But we'll see.
Who pays for this?
VSB,
VSB.
and then I think allegedly the drone company may have like charged less because they want to get their foot in the door, and I think that the radio station, paid some money towards it as well. But I know one of the online warriors was like, the fireworks company that always does it, used to give us a discount because they wanted other people, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we'll see.
There are fireworks elsewhere on the Cape, too.
There were?
Yeah, Wellfleet.
Wellfleet had fireworks?
Or Orleans, I forget.
Chatham too? Oh, well, that's good. See, I love fireworks.
Me too.
Anyway,
There.
okay, that is...
I live here. Do you see the roads? It's like, once again, 22 degrees with a real feel of -4. I thought this morning the pipes in our house had frozen. And as you were saying earlier, when the pipes freeze while you're home, that's bad.
That's
how cold
embarrassing,
it is.
too. No, it's embarrassing. It's not how cold it is. It's embarrassing. If your pipes freeze while you're home, come on.
Thanks, Mark.
I know, but it didn't happen,
touch
so
me.
it's good. I actually, Ulrich, this morning, he was like, can I ask you a question? He was asking me this question. I was like, uh-oh. And I was worried about it was something else. And he was like, how come they haven't plowed the roads yet? Or the sidewalks? And I was like, oh, it was a holiday yesterday. But like, get on it, folks. It's not a holiday today. Get those sidewalks plowed.
They're out there. There's somebody shoveling the bank parking lot right now.
But I bet that's a bank employee
No,
or
not
a
shoveling.
private
No, it's
company.
in a machine.
Yeah, well, we got to get that
Shoveling.
machine down the town sidewalk so no one falls.
Have they not done the sidewalk?
No, they have not.
Just be careful.
Yeah,
It's black ice. It's slippery.
So there's that's snow. Speaking of snow, well, no, I went sledding yesterday. I went sledding yesterday.
Where?
In a secret spot. I don't want to tell me too many people because then there'll be too many people there. I mean, you
Okay.
could go out to the big dunes, but we go to a little spot in the dunes that has no grass, no plants that we could destroy. So calm down, everybody. It's a great little spot, it's there's clamming. We were just talking about the winter activities that when we're gone, you could be doing. You could go clamming today if you go at 3:30, but it'll be dark, but you could wear a headlamp.
It's going to be cold.
Yeah, but it's winter. It's supposed to be cold. I went clamming the other day, and in 20 minutes got myself a half a bucket. That little photo there of clamming in the snow. So get out there and do things. And it's going to be skating time. It's cold enough that the ponds will start freezing. You can go
Do
skating.
you own ice skates?
I do. I bought them a couple of years ago. Because I figured even if you only go once a year, whatever, it's worth it. And so, but here's a clip from last season. It's just a warning. Make sure the ice is completely frozen before you venture out. That way when I hit the edge, I really break my shin.
Maximum velocity. Oh, there it is. You're all right, but now we got to go home. Well, I guess we didn't need clams anyway.
I'm sure glad I gave you my phone.
Yeah. How high did you get wet to your waist? I mean, your front, I see, but the back of you.
Huh? Okay.
Well, if we hurry, there might be time.
No, there's
So be aware of black ice and clear, like plain to sea ice too.
Well, I thought I could jump the corner and
In
before
skates?
the ice would break. Like we looked, we're like, that looks like 3 inches of ice, but 3 inches of ice with this body now, how much it weighs, obviously doesn't hold you. So be careful. But skating on these ponds, they used to skate all winter. The town used to have lights set up on the ponds, and there was
Really?
like concession stands. Yeah.
When?
Back when things froze in the wintertime here. It was like a huge activity. They used to carve the ice to preserve the fish.
Really?
Like that
When
was
is
before
this?
no, that
This is,
was
like, long
long
ago.
time ago. That's what the ice houses were. They would carve the
Oh,
ice from
right,
the
right, right,
ponds.
right.
And then once they started refrigeration, they were like, you don't eat that pond. No, when the refrigeration started, the pond ice companies were telling people, don't use that artificial ice. It's bad for you. Even though it was like clean because it was made out of fresh water, not pond scum water.
And the ice house, as you all know, or if you don't know, is condos now that are like wrapped.
Oh yeah, because they're still doing work on that finally.
Yeah, it's like fully enclosed in a giant tarp, and it sounds like one giant like motor. Like it sounds like a giant fan. If you walk by it, it's like, "Ooh," and you're like, what's going on? Like if it took off and went into space, I wouldn't be surprised. And all the way to when I'm watching the drone show from the West End, we were like, is that the drone show? No, that's the ice house. It looks like an industrial parking lot from afar.
They should. I thought that they. We were talking about those. You know, those lights that you could put on a building. They're really cheap. Those projectors. Like they should have just like they should just have things going on
We
all
should
of the time.
projection map.
Like we
Projection.
do at Town Hall.
Yes, they could.
Pictures at the ice house.
Oh, wouldn't that be amazing?
That would be
Oh,
great.
someone would complain. It would probably be me, but I don't live there anymore.
You lived at the ice house?
No, I lived in the East End. Speaking of living places, here's a pitch. If you are a resident of Provincetown, or if you are a sometime resident of Provincetown and you are about to go away for the winter, make sure someone's checking your property. Make sure your grill is secured. Don't have kayaks on your back deck. I'm looking at you, a lot of people in the East End that still haven't put their furniture away or secured it because one winter storm and that deck chair is going through your window. Make sure you have sandbags around your property. The town's job is not to protect your property. The town's job is to protect the town's property, but not personal property. So take responsibility. Make sure you have a company that's doing it. Make sure you have a friend that's doing it. Make sure they're checking that your doors haven't blown open when it's windy. I'm talking to you, Mr. Brown in the West End.
Are
No,
you
just
making people up?
no, Mr. Brown, who owns the house that I said this door is wide open on,
Oh, and what's
on a
the Brown?
freezing day. Just make sure your property is checked. Call your neighbors and say, will you check my property? Because it's your
Are you friends with all your neighbors?
I try to be. I'm the please. You think I'm not the nosy neighbor saying, I noticed that back door is cracked open and it's been open for 2
No,
weeks.
we know you're that person. That doesn't mean you're friends with your neighbors.
No, but I am the person to be like, hi, did you want your back door to be open for 2 weeks? Because I can go close it.
But I mean, like, I don't know all of my neighbors' names. Like, I'm not on a first name basis with all the people on my street.
This is where we are now in the world or America. We're like, I'm siloed. I go in my car, I get in my garage, I don't talk to my neighbors, I don't
Kind
know.
of.
It's kind of, unfortunately, that's what it
Yeah,
is.
like we try to be good neighbors, but like, you know, it was so windy last week, and trash day in our neighborhood is Monday. Like I can't remember where I was going, but I had to be in my car going somewhere. Trash cans all in the street, and like a really good neighbor would like stop and put them in your yard. I was like,
I knew
like,
you were
driving
not,
around
yeah.
people's trash cans.
You
And
were
well, like
definitely-
I was late for something.
Yes, yes.
As I sometimes am, and I didn't have time. Plus, it's like I don't know whose trash can that is. It's in front of this house right now, but that could be their trash can. Everything was blown everywhere, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Not
And then like.
marked. I learned the hard way.
Yeah,
have to
you have
mark
Sharpie
we
marker
should
on the
mark
trash
out-
cans. You
yeah,
should.
but then if it goes through your neighbor's window, you're liable.
You're liable anyway if they track it down to, this is the way you think. Okay.
Don't track my trash can. No, mine wasn't flying all over the place, but like, so I'm leaving the neighborhood, and I wasn't gonna run over the trash can, obviously, but like, a car was coming at me, and normally, on like a residential street, you like go like that for each other. The person didn't, and I was like, oh my God, what is she doing? And she jumped out, and she looked at me, and she moved the trash can, and I was like, oh, you're mad that I didn't move your trash can for you, but I didn't know it was yours, and I don't know your name.
You didn't say, hey, I'm Bob.
I was late, I told you.
Okay. Well, see, going forward on all this downtime we have, meet your neighbors.
It's too cold.
Okay, always an excuse.
No, maybe in the spring I'll go knocking on everyone's. Now that it's been 12 years on that street, I'll finally knock on everybody's door.
You can just go to Mo Shop, knock on all the doors and learn all those neighbors.
Oh, I know them.
Yeah. Meet your neighbors. Go out and do things. Don't stay home on your Netflix all winter.
Bring people cookies.
Yeah, or at least say hi, or do any of the numerous events that we're going to talk about on the show today for the off season so you can get out in your community and get off your stupid phones.
Jesus Christ.
I know, well, that's why we do this.
It's sitting at home on your phone season, though.
No, it's getting out and doing activities so you don't isolate and drink and be sad and, blah, blah, blah.
I'm never sad when I'm isolating. I'm so
Or
happy to
drinking,
sit alone.
Yeah, no. And
Alone is fun, right?
there's nothing wrong with
I'm
being
never
alone.
bored. I'm never.
You're with your best friend.
I might be alone, but I'm not lonely.
Yes, no, that's true. I love being alone, but also, like, a lot of people isolate and we're like, oh.
Yeah, sure.
Get out in the world. Go skiing, go sledding, go
Skiing?
ice. You can go skiing.
Skiing
Not
is
here.
dangerous. I can't risk it. I'm in a very no mood.
You
today.
really are a no Nancy today.
It's like a lifelong bartender. If you hurt your knee skiing, you're over for the year. You could ruin your work life for a year to hurt yourself skiing.
Also, congrats to Johnny for getting back.
I know. Speaking of hurting yourself and ruining the end of your season, Johnny Sewell is back to normal.
Woohoo!
Great.
I know.
Congrats.
We were
Like-
just out.
Doing little videos of himself jumping and clicking his heels together, and I'm like, look at you,
Look at you.
on both feet.
Troy, who broke his thing like last, so he's finally, and the first person going down in the sled backwards down the thing is Troy. I'm like,
Is he all better?
he's all better. Yeah.
Man,
Anyway.
'cause when that happened, that sounded bad.
It was bad. So that's all of that. Did you do anything else this week?
Did I?
It was
I
New
don't-
Year's, I don't
Yeah, no, it
remember.
was just a lot of,
Things.
I was at the Old Colony at midnight on New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Ian's band was playing, so that was fun. But aside from, a dinner party and a couple of minutes at the OC, that was the whole shebang for me.
Yeah, it's all wrapping up. There are things open in the winter. If you're not on the local 186, the Blackfish pop-up just opened.
I had lunch there and dinner. I ate there twice yesterday.
Oh my God! Wow.
It's so good.
all right. Well, there we
It's
go.
great.
Something new for all you naysayers.
It's open Thursday through Sunday,
Yeah.
lunch and dinner. I think 11 to 9. I don't know that they close for any part of that.
Oh,
It's
that's
just,
good.
open.
Lunch is. I mean, it's great that they're open for lunch. too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are. I did the little list of the restaurants. I was like, yep, still could eat out every night of the week,
You really can.
and
It's
in a
lunch.
different place.
There's gaps for lunch, so that's why this is nice that
Well,
they're doing that.
when there's gaps for lunch, then you go to the East End Market or you go to Farland. You go to the places that are delis that also serve delicious food. If you want to eat out every meal of every day, you can somewhere in Provincetown.
Absolutely.
Prove me wrong. So that is that. Do we do? Oh, tomorrow. So, and before you go out into the world, because that's what you're going to do this winter while we're on our break. If you have not been vaccinated yet for all of the various diseases that they still allow us to be vaccinated for, there is a vaccine clinic going on at the AIDS Support Group tomorrow. It's a little thing on the screen. You can register with the QR code.
You have to register ahead of time?
Nope, they accept walk-ins. It's tomorrow from 2 to 5. So that's flu, COVID, shingles, monkeypox, everything that you possibly can be vaccinated for. Diphtheria, no, I don't think they do that, but
Dysentery.
measles, no, they're probably not doing If you haven't been vaccinated for measles or got your kids vaccinated for measles,
I mean, I didn't get my flu shot yet. Does everybody here get a flu shot?
of course.
Every year?
Yes.
All of you? Every
Why
year?
wouldn't you?
It
Why
just
don't you?
started.
Why don't you go and get it tomorrow?
I don't know.
It's a
because
particularly bad year for flu,
It
too.
is?
Yes, it's super flu. Even those of us
Super
that
flu.
are vaccinated, because the strain changed, because they have to pick the strain a year in advance that they think is going to be prevalent so that they can make the vaccine to do that. Because they still make the vaccine the old way as opposed to with the mRNA technology. Anyway, get vaccinated for whatever
Super
it is.
flu.
Yeah.
is that a real,
Now,
did you just
coming
make
to
that
This,
up?
this flu is really particularly strong because it deviated from the normal strain or whatever. The other thing that is really spreading like wildfire is, what's the thing you get when you go on a cruise ship? That disease, novovirus.
Oh.
Is norovirus is running rampant. I was at a
Even
park-
on land?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it's where people gather
Oh,
in enclosed
Gross.
environments, and it can be spread very easily. So.
really? Good
Yeah.
grief. Now you're making me want to stay home.
Well, or at least get vaccinated, which there is no norovirus vaccination.
So 2 to 5 tomorrow at the AIDS Support Group on Commercial Street.
Yep.
Okay.
Another thing for the new year, there are we talked about this before, millions of town boards and committees and stuff that are still looking, because on January 1st, they had to, a lot of people by law had to, change over or they can't be on the committee anymore. Anyway, if you are one of those people that need something to do in the winter other than complain about the fireworks or versus the drones or the roads not being cleared or et cetera.
Join a town board.
Join a town board. Find out how hard it is to actually do anything by the rules. You will be educated, but you'll be given back to the community that you say you love instead of sitting home and complaining. Oh, they're putting steel plates into the side of the dune and my house is shaking. If my foundation cracks, I'm suing the town. Good luck with that, sir.
Are you on any boards?
I am on the Coastal Resiliency Advisory Board, but I think I'm going to sign up for 2 other ones.
2?
Yeah.
How many? Is there a limit to how many boards you can be
I'm
on?
not sure, but a lot of times the meetings conflict. Like you
Right.
can't, you want to.
Mark and I are gonna find out how many.
Oh, how many you could be on? Yeah, I'm going to sign up for the beautification committee of the landscape. I'll work with Frank from
Conservation?
Relish. No,
Oh,
Frank with
beautification.
It's like the little planter boxes
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It's just keeping the town looking nice and bright and vibrant when we invite people here to spend money, or to just live.
Yeah. It's for us too, Mark.
I know.
The beautification.
Another thing you could do is work on, if you want to bring anything, if you are a complainer and you feel change can be made for the better, before town meeting, they do workshops to say, oh, I have a thing, like an article or whatever. That now is the time to work on those. You can work with the town because they will allow you to craft it through town council. That's certainly something I'm working on. Quite a few of those.
You're writing bills for town meeting?
I have a couple that I think are slipping under the radar that I'm like, well, one day we're going to wake up and there's going to be neon
You did
lights.
say.
I did say this, yes. There's going to be a lot of those things. I'm very busy.
You are. You sound very, very busy.
I'm getting off to Island next week to go to Connecticut.
For how long?
Just the weekend, now that I can go away for the weekend.
Where in Connecticut?
I'm going to, my friend bought a condo in Hamden, but I'm going to the 50th anniversary gala for this theater that I worked at when I
fun.
was like from high school through my early 30s. I worked at this theater in Bridgeport, Connecticut. So they're having an anniversary gala, so I called all my friends there and I was like, do you guys want to go? It might be dumb, but we'll at least have
Something
fun.
to do.
Yeah, and see all these people that I grew up with. So, yeah, that'll be nice.
Good. That sounds fun.
It is going to be fun. Do you have anything else that
I'm
you
not
want
going away until March.
Where are you going to go?
Palm Springs for a week.
Good.
The first week of March.
I am going away in the end of February.
To go where?
I'm going to go to California, in LA area. Maybe Palm Springs for like an overnight, but yeah, San Diego.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah. gotta
You
get
know
out
who I
of here.
saw yesterday in the street?
No.
Trevor Pittenger
Oh,
and Tim.
oh, that's nice.
Visiting from San Francisco. I know. If you guys don't know, I'm sure most people watching this know Trevor used to run the Provincetown Business Guild. I met him through the Provincetown Brewing Company. We
Right.
started trivia together over there on Bradford Street back in the day. And he was a part of our Wake Up family for a long time.
Yeah, one of the, yeah.
Moved to the Bay Area 2 years
his
ago?
husband?
Yeah, a year or two ago, and they were here for New Year's.
Oh, nice.
I
Nice.
was-
No. That way. Thank you. Happy New
Yeah, it was nice to see them. He hadn't been back for a while.
oh, it's nice.
And he was like, oh, it's so nice to be home. I'm like, oh, it's sweet that you still consider it home.
It is. Well, that is great.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we've done all the yapping we need to do, right?
That's it for yapping?
That's it for yapping. We
Let's
got a
move
lot.
this
We've got
along.
3 guests. We got to move it
Let's
along.
move it along.
Let us take it over to the weekly roundup with Sam Sewell.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Wake Up Weekly Roundup with me, Sam Sewell, for January and February of 2026. While we take a little break, I will give you the highlights of what I have seen that is going on in Provincetown, slated at this time, starting on Fridays. Oh my gosh, these 2 busy bees will be at the Red Room. We'll be doing a crafty Queens at the Red Room from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. all Fridays in the winter. This time they're starting with Sip and Paint, $15 class fees, and all materials are provided. So show up at the Red Room, and then after that, you can go to the Gifford House on Fridays and catch RuPaul's Drag Race viewing party with Mackenzie and Austin. New season, new home, same fucking host. This is on Fridays at 7 p.m. in the Wild Room. Also on Fridays, if you want to head over to the Salty Market, the Barmaids will be playing on Fridays at the Salty Market Farm Stand this winter. So go say hey and check them out with their acoustic set. And then on Saturdays, who again but Vivian Fontaine and Raquel Blake with the Supper Club on Saturdays at Tin Pan Alley starting at 7:30 p.m. Join them doing their thing in the back room at Tin Pan Alley. And then fast forward on Sundays, you can catch who? None other than Raquel Blake and Vivian Fontaine doing Tringo at Tin Pan Alley's on Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. And I believe our boy Bob Keary will be on the bar for this. So go catch them on Sundays. Your regular Monday night can be consumed by the Coffee House at the Muse, the Monday night open mic happening every Monday at 7 p.m. Sign up for the open mic at 6:30 p.m. And then on Tuesday, guess what's back? Crohn's Team Trivia returns to the Bay Cafe on Tuesdays in the winter. Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock. Bring $3 for the pot, and then you can win it back if you win. Go say hey to the crew over there. Hey, Janet. And then on Wednesday, this specific Wednesday, on the 7th of January, I would be remiss if I didn't point out that Jay Critchley's 43rd annual Rerouters Day ceremony will be happening at 4 p.m. in the harbor. This is an iconic event for the new year, so go ring it in with Jay Critchley. And also on Wednesdays, the Winter Wednesday classes are going strong, and you can check them out at winterwednesdays.org. And then on select Thursdays in the winter, the film art series will be happening at the Water's Edge Cinema. It's in its 19th year, bringing you art house cinema and film conversations to Provincetown, hosted by Howard KARREN and presented by the Provincetown Film Society and Provincetown Art Association and Museum. Please have a lovely break, everyone. If you need anything, please feel free to email me at wakeuproundup@gmail.com or at me at wakeuproundup on Instagram. It was so good to spend 2025 and now this beginning of 2026 with you. I will see you after the break. And if you get a chance, get some tickets to my show starting February 6th. I'm running till February 2nd at Katuitt Center for the Arts. Metamorphosis, everyone. All right. I will see you after we hibernate. Happy 2026.
Thanks, Sam. So you guys, as you can see, there's plenty to do still.
Yeah, and there's plenty to do all winter, and some of those things are the responsibility of AMY RAFF. Yay!
Welcome back, Amy.
Amy.
Thanks for letting me come on.
Absolutely.
Happy New Year.
You too.
It's going to be a new year and the new Winter Wednesdays.
Winter Wednesdays, yep. Classes are announced on the website, winterwednesdays.org. Registration opens today at noon. We have about 28 classes.
Wow.
In all the Outer Cape towns, Provincetown, Eastham, if you consider that Outer Cape, Truro, Wellfleet. It's really exciting.
And this went from just being on Wednesdays in one location at the community center, and now it's spread out throughout.
Very large. I think we've quadrupled in size.
That's
Wow.
fantastic.
Yeah. So when it started in 2017, it was the brainchild of Morgan Clark. She starts all the cool things when she was health director. And it was one location, one night of the week, and there were like 6 to 8 classes, and it was just Wednesdays. And then over the years it grew, and then the other towns wanted to get involved, so we expanded it to the Outer Cape. And now it's called Winter Wednesdays, because we're kind of married to that name, right?
Well,
but
that's
it's
true.
not just for Wednesdays anymore. So there's
It's not just for Provincetown anymore.
no, and what was I going to say? Yeah, so it's all over the Outer Cape.
What are they teaching people in Eastham?
In Eastham, there is a movement meditation class, and there's a Qigong class. In Wellfleet, there's 2 classes. There's a yoga class and an improv class.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and in Truro, they're going to have bonsai and an art therapy creative class.
That bonsai class is a deal. 'Cause
You
it's
in
not
that?
a lot. No, I saw it last year and I was like,
Yeah.
ooh, I should have signed up for that because it's not a lot of money and you actually make yourself
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bonsai and it's like really cool thing to do with your hands.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
So part of Winter Wednesdays is that we try to keep it barrier free. So we pay for the supplies. in the case of bonsai and all that kind of stuff. We have pickleball. We provide the rackets and the balls. For clay
That's
class.
here in town?
Yes, that's Wednesday nights at the school. Yeah. And we also offer transportation to all the classes and childcare only at the Provincetown school classes.
I mean,
wow.
there's kind of no excuse. You'd be like, yeah,
No
I wanna go.
excuse.
I mean, there's no excuse, and there's just such a wide variety of things. Include like the big ones like using your hands. You know, there's the pottery thing which I
Yep.
did last year. There's
Yep.
sewing.
There's sewing.
Um,
There's 2 sewings this year.
Oh, great,
There's
Salvatore,
the usual
yeah.
sewing, and Greg's doing his class at his gallery for just making a top. Yeah.
Making a sweatshirt hoodie.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
There's you tell us the list because there's so many different things.
Well, another new one this year is Nate, the executive director at PTV, is going to do a video production editing class at the PTV studio. Laura Ludwig from Center for Coastal Studies is doing the Marine Debris to Art program, and I think it's going to be down at Whalers Wharf. It's going to be her and other visiting artists. There's lots of yoga this year and kind of movement, embodiment, somatic things, some art things. Pat Bruno's doing her puppetry workshop.
Yes, that was cool.
Which was really great.
yeah.
Yeah. So it works out really wonderful. Like you were saying, don't sit home and be sad. You can sit home and, couch rot if you want to. I mean, don't we all? But you should also go outside and talk to human beings.
Yeah, and it's all because there's people I know in the sewing class because Paul took the sewing class. There's people that are like there doing like beating a gap, like things that require skill, and then there are people like I always wanted to know how to fix my pants, and there's
Right.
like
Yeah.
all together in that room, and you like engage with different people. Like, oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. What are you working on? And then, and so there, it's about acquiring a skill and sharing a skill, but also again, it's about community, like
Right. Having
talking to
some
the neighbor that you
togetherness.
don't know their name, and you
Right.
learn their name,
Right,
and then you
exactly.
hopefully build upon that relationship.
Yep. We've heard, when we do the survey at the end of the series, like, what did you get out of it? And what was your experience? And we're getting what we wanted the outcomes to be. It's something they look forward to during the week, during the winter. They're coming together, they're meeting new friends, they're making friends, and then they're meeting them outside of class. So it's, rippling out. And it's great. Really
Right,
proud
and
of it.
You should be.
Yeah.
And so another thing so that's the Winter Wednesdays and all of the different things of that.
Right.
But then at the library, you are constantly starting new programs to
Right.
gather people together.
Yep.
Are you doing the crafting on Fridays?
We have crafty coffee hours on Fridays from 10 to 12. It's kind of a low stakes craft situation. We have coffee. Deb makes us scones. Deb will also give a preview of a craft. Oh, let's do this and try this, and she'll do a little instruction. Or you can bring your own thing and do your own thing. But it's really fun because you're just sitting around working with your hands and drinking coffee and having conversations
And gossip.
it's
It's
great.
another good place for
Gossip
gossip.
fest.
It's pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah,
It's
really
pretty good.
Really
Yeah.
good. Because
Yeah.
some of these people are like, oh,
I was going to say you had me
Yeah.
at scone, but you really had me at
Yeah,
gossip.
gossip. Yeah.
What's
yeah.
the craft today? Because are you doing it starting today?
They've already started. I don't know what they're doing today.
Already started. You said 10.
No, they've already started the winter
Oh, the
program.
winter. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
already missing it.
Yeah.
No, it's really fun. It's fun to sit around with the group and
Yeah.
yes, I saw
Gab.
like someone like painting their little D&D figurines.
Oh yeah, Roxy does
Roxy
her
does-
her figurines with the magnifying glass and the paint. It's really intense.
But
I love it when people bring
Roxy's
their own
working in the
thing.
corner on that,
Yeah.
and then other people are like collaging and stuff like
Right,
that. So it's
right.
just it's just a
Knitting,
gathering
crocheting,
of
yeah.
people to do whatever.
Right.
And, you could do it on your couch, or you could do it
You
with
could
a
do it
room
with
full
other
of people.
people.
And are you still swapping crops in January?
We are still swapping crops. Always swapping crops at the library. That goes on all year long, but like I said, it's sporadic. When we get donations, and it's there, and then it's gone pretty quickly.
Right.
So J&E has been dropping off a lot of donations.
Oh, awesome.
Just unexpectedly, and we're really grateful for them. And then also, Skip is one of our financial partners, and we go to Stop and Shop and buy produce and stock the fridge. So, yeah.
If you want to know the things that are going on at the library, that are going on with the crop swap and stuff, how can people get those alerts? Because I always miss that crop swap alert
Right.
until I'm like, oh, it's 5 o'clock, the library just closed, and they
Right.
had all of that kale.
Right.
I wanted.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes we get, the fridge is stocked, we post it, and then it's gone like in an hour and a half, and then people are sad when they come. So now when we post, we try to put the date and exact time. So if you see it and it's 3 p.m., don't come. 'Cause
Don't
it's
come.
gone.
Especially if it's- yeah, all of that beautiful arugula
Yeah.
is gone.
So you can follow us, the library, on Facebook or Instagram, Provincetown LIB. Also, I post it to the P-Town Health Instagram as well, and there's a crop swap Facebook page too. Or you can pick up the phone and call the library and say, is there any produce
Right,
in the
and there
fridge?
will always be someone on the desk to offer you assistance. Another thing that you may or may not know, and I know we've talked about in this past, they have a library of things.
Yes.
Which you can, so obviously you can check out books and videos and et cetera, but you can always check out things that you don't use a lot. Like like drying to dry like fruits and stuff like that.
Dehydrator.
Dehydrators,
Yep.
sewing machines. Ooh,
Yep.
to get that sewing machine, Paul.
Yeah.
Different
Appliances and
appliances.
A red
but also,
KitchenAid.
oh yes, that
Yes,
mixer.
yep,
That probably
yep.
gets used a lot in the holidays.
It does.
Yeah.
That is the most popular thing, I think, right? Because we all live in these tiny little apartments, but sometimes you want to make cookies and you want to bake, but you don't want to commit your counter space to a red KitchenAid.
A very
So
expensive.
the library will do it for you.
Yeah, and there's and like games that you're like, oh, I may not like this. So you like check it
Right,
out, you try
yep.
it, and you're like, oh, I'm definitely getting this kind of
Right,
thing. Yeah.
right.
Enough ukuleles to start a band.
Yes, we have
really?
ukuleles. Yep, that's true. We also have like a Dremel set. You know, when you're working on a thing and you need to sand a little something,
Yeah.
but you don't want to commit, you come to the library.
Now, is that something that the library purchases through grant funds, et cetera, or is it like people are like, I don't need this anymore? Can they like don't like with
Yeah, but
clarification?
call me first.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Call Amy and say, I have this weird piece of equipment that
Right.
no one needs to own, but it is something
Right.
that people would enjoy
Right.
using. Yeah.
The answer will probably be yes, but just let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They'll just drop it off.
Yeah,
We're not.
yeah.
They're not looking for donations to be dropped off at the
Just
library.
willy-nilly, yeah. We also have like a projector if you want to have movie night at your house and project it on the wall. We have some, we have a set of crochet hooks and we have some crafty things, and yeah, it's great. We have 2 sad lamps, so when you get sad this winter, come check out a lamp.
Oh.
Bring it home.
Bring it home and you won't be sad anymore.
I hope you're not sad.
Is the I forget it's a dumb joke. Can you imagine the sad lamp? It's like a gooseneck that's all like. So there's so many things, and you are you the director? Is that
I am the director.
Director of the library. Like I've always been impressed by what this town's library, which is beautiful. We talk about it all the
Yes.
time. I mean, there's a ship in the library. Hello.
We have a ship.
It's just a great place to go and hang out and read a magazine, read a book.
Community hub.
Yeah.
It's the place like, they call it the great third place. It's not work and it's not school or home or whatever, but you can be there and be doing your thing and still be around other people. And, it's like an alone together thing. And I'm always surprised and really, like, my heart is full when I walk around the library and see people just actually sitting in the library using the space,
Right.
Reading a book on your laptop, working from home in the library. It's great.
And it's a public resource, and they are, look, if you don't know how they're slashing the budgets of libraries across the country, and the federal government is trying to slash the budgets of libraries and such, like, use the beautiful full resource we have, and it's free.
Yeah, and the best way, I always say, to support the library is to use the library. We're there to be used.
Right, because you don't want a pencil pusher saying, I don't know, there were only 100 people went in the library
Right,
all
no,
last year. We
come
could
get a
probably,
card.
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Support the library in any way you can by using the library.
Yes.
Are there ever times where you're like, there's too many people here today?
Hello, August. Yeah, yep.
You're just wandering in all day long in August.
All day long. And I can't complain because I used to be that person, but all day long, oh my God, there's a ship in here. Oh my God, there's a ship in here.
I always say
And then they
people-
come around the ship and they stand at the office door. How'd they get it in here? But that was me. That was me.
When I do the Dune tours, and they're like, what else are we doing? I was like, you have to go to the library and check out the ship. Like, I
Special
send people-
surprise.
yeah.
So it's his
Yeah.
fault.
It's my fault that
Yeah.
I'm sending that.
Yeah.
And I'll tell them, go outside of the office and specifically say,
Just walk around going, Amy, Amy,
Amy, I didn't know there's a ship in here.
Yep, it's great. It's great.
Well, thank you, Amy, for coming
you.
today. I'm
Yeah.
excited to sign up for, I don't know what class I'm going to sign up for, but
Well, you better get home and check out the
Meditation.
listing.
Sign up for meditation.
I don't need that.
12 noon today.
12 noon today, and if you are interested, sign up immediately because
Yep.
those slots
gonna
go
fill
very
up.
quickly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody's sitting there waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again.
Thank
It's always a
you.
pleasure to have you
Great
on.
to see you. Thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you. And now we are going to go to the weather with Sean.
Where's he, Colorado?
We don't know where he is. We'll see.
Good morning and Happy New Year. Greetings from snowy Crested Butte, Colorado. I'm here ringing in the new year with a little skiing, and yes, we do have snow falling around us, which everyone is very excited about. But the story remains the same. We still need a lot more. Back home, you all kicked off 2026 with some New Year's Day snow, perfectly timed for the Polar Plunge, which I'm told was a fantastic event, along with that fabulous drone show. A strong way to start the year in P-Town. Let's take a look at your 7-day Provincetown forecast. Today and Saturday stay cold and breezy with a mix of sun and clouds and highs in the upper 20s to low 30s. Sunday and Monday are the coldest stretch with more clouds around, highs in the 20s and overnight lows dipping into the teens. By Tuesday through Thursday, we start turning the page a bit with temperatures rebounding into the 40s. Still mostly cloudy, but a noticeable improvement by January standards. Now, a quick look at the tides this weekend. We're seeing high tides around midday and again near midnight, which makes early mornings and sunsets perfect for pup walks. And keep in mind, Saturday brings the first full moon of 2026, so expect bright nights when the clouds clear and strong tidal swings. Before we wrap things up, a quick reminder to test and treat. They're open year-round, and it's a great way to kick off New Year by getting tested and treated. Give them a call at 774-538-3350 to schedule an appointment. And finally, this is my last broadcast as Wake Up heads into our winter hiatus. The show will be back on air in February. In the meantime, I still will be sharing fun updates, including weather on Instagram at Sean.Wolf. If you don't already follow me there, make it a New Year's resolution to do so and come say hello. Everyone have a fantastic weekend and an amazing 2026. Bob, Marc, enjoy your time off. But first, back to you at the brewery.
Oh, thank you, Sean, with the weather. Please welcome Howard KARREN to the show. Howard KARREN runs the film art series at the Water's Edge. And if you are a
Film buff?
film buff, you would want to check out this series because it's really cool. Howard
And this is in cooperation with the PAM.
With Pam, yeah, Film Art, the Film Society of Provincetown and Pam
and this
together sponsor it.
I walked by earlier and was looking at the poster, and there it's like thematically scheduled, like.
Yeah, I change it up year to year. There's usually stuff about artists because the people who come from Pam are interested in movies about artists. But I do various things. Right now, it's guilt and justice.
Right.
So it's stuff about guilt mostly, not a lot of justice.
Welcome to America.
Yeah.
The next series film that you have coming up is in February, correct?
No, it's next Thursday, January 8th is The Conversation.
The Conversation, Gene
19,
Hackman,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That is, what's the plot? He overhears something?
He's a surveillance guy.
Okay.
And he is hired to tape a conversation that takes place in Union Square in San Francisco. And in the process, he discovers a plan for a murder. Ooh. And the guilt that comes is because professionally he just hands over the tape, but he has to deal with the consequences of what he did. And he freaks out.
And Shirley's in it, from Laverne and Shirley.
Cindy Williams, yeah.
Yeah.
And Harrison Ford,
Harrison Ford's in it too?
a small role.
Is
yeah.
it Lumet who directed it?
No. It's Francis Ford Coppola.
Oh, all right.
And it came right after The Godfather, so he was kind of riding on superstar status
Right.
in Hollywood at the time. And he made this, it's basically a little film, But
It's like
he
a
spent-
small
Well, they're like
yeah.
walking around a square, basically.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not a big cast, not
Right,
a big
right.
production. It's just, and they spent a year just finishing the soundtrack. The soundtrack is really cool.
Yeah.
And is the so this is a free series to attend and participate
It's not
in?
free.
It's not free. See,
You know nothing.
I know nothing. Literally know nothing about this. Howard, tell us everything we need to know about the
Although
film art series.
It's
though.
very reasonable.
Okay.
And it's every other Thursday we've been ongoing since November all the way through the middle of May.
Okay.
Thursday at 7 p.m. And I introduce the films, we watch the films live in a big theater, well, big as they come here. And then afterwards, if you wanna, you can stay for discussion.
I probably already know the answer to this question, but why Guilt and Justice right now?
It just happened that it's a matter of coalescing the movies that I really want to show,
Right.
and what I see as a pertinent theme, and it's certainly pertinent.
What are some of the other ones in that same vein?
Well, in 2 weeks after that will be M, a movie from the 30s in Germany, about a serial killer of little girls, played by Peter Lorre.
Oh, they should have got Carol Burnett to play it. Miss Hannigan?
Wow.
No, I caught a little bit of Annie on TV the other day, and she walks in and she's like, "Are you people singing in here?" And I was like, "Great
There's
performance."
there's definitely a dash of Carol Burnett in Peter Lorre's performance.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And there's a couple of other movies in as part of this. I'm going to show Blue Velvet. I'm going to show a movie that's fairly recent called Sorry Baby. I saw at the film festival here last June. Really wonderful film about a graduate student who is raped and how she deals with it. And it's actually kind of amusing, which is strange as much as it is touching, and about how she kind of puts herself together. There's it's a mix of contemporary and classic and provocative, and I tend toward the depressing, but you know, what
Did you
can
go
I
to
do?
film school?
I did.
You're giving me film school vibes.
Yeah, well, you know, what can I say? Many, many, many years ago. But I was a film buff when I was 13. I asked my parents to get a subscription to Variety. So I
Really?
could look at the box office receipts of movies in New York.
Tracking the receipts.
Same.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And you still write reviews, film reviews for
Film and theater, yeah, for the Independent. I was the first arts editor at the Independent, so.
What are your 3 favorite movies of 2025?
Oh God, I'm really bad.
Because I haven't seen anything.
I'm trying to put together a column on some gay movies that I saw that I particularly like. One was Blue Moon with Ethan Hawke playing Lorenz Hart, and from I guess it's the 40s. And The History of Sound was Paul Mescal and Josh O'Connor as lovers around World War I. And the third is Plainclothes, which is about a closeted cop who's arresting gay men in bathrooms in upstate New York in the 90s.
Oh, I hadn't
reading
heard
about
of that
that.
one. Who's in that one?
It's a British actor named Tom Blythe, plays the cop, and Russell Tovey
Okay.
is a closeted guy who
he's the
nearly
target.
arrests.
Somebody said this to me the other day. They're like, "Have you seen that hockey thing?" And I'm like, the
Heated Rivalry?
Heated Rivalry. And I'm like, "No, I have no interest in that." And they're like, and so Paul.
It is very hot.
I don't. I know I'm like a
It's
terrible
softcore
gay.
porn,
I
right?
do not like gay movies, quote unquote gay movies. And maybe it's just the product of like having grown up.
Go sit over there
with
while I
not
talk to
a lot
Howard.
of them, but I just like I don't watch it just because it's gay or whatever. I just some reason it always seems cheesy to me.
You
Like,
didn't like Fellow Travelers?
ugh, those wigs. No, I hated Fellow Travelers. Those wigs. Come on, this is a major production.
I'm telling Dan.
Why do you
said
have
that.
terrible hair wigs? Come on. No, I'm sorry. I that's just my own personal thing. But I
I
will
think
check out
because
these.
of the deprivation when I was young, I'm like immediately attracted to gay movies. I don't show a lot in this series, just enough to keep people interested.
No, I mean, and there's and because we grew up not being able to see them,
Right.
so you're like, oh,
Well, there was nothing like that back then, you know?
or it was self-loathing. Or it was like Boys in the
like-
Band,
yeah.
or it was portrayed as like they were the serial killer, or like high camp or whatever, which you can look at now and appreciate differently. But
Well, yeah, it does. They look dated, which is
yeah.
a comforting thing.
Yeah.
Right.
But when I was growing up, that was like I wanted to share my torment.
Is there like a
Absolutely.
movie or two that you always go back to? You just love to have it on in the background. You've seen it 100 times.
There are a few. I watch TCM like constantly. It's like background noise in our house. So like, you know, To Kill a Mockingbird. There's certain movies that I watch over and over and over again. Anti-Maine. You know. But in terms of my favorites as a film student, as a scholar of it, no, I don't. I mean, at this point, it's kind of expanded. It's probably 20. I used to be fascinated by Hitchcock. I've shown a lot of Hitchcock at the series, but
it's always hard. Paul always says like, "What's your favorite this movie?" And I was like, I can't make a favorite. Like I watch Jaws now for the next 3 hours. Like there's
I
something
could do
go-
one for every decade of my life.
Yeah, that's probably a better
know,
like indication.
because
of
it
where you are.
reflects,
Yeah.
you know, who you were at that time.
Right. If you're going to pick a favorite, that means it's what you were feeling that this resonated with. So that's why it's your favorite.
Yeah.
And it might not be the same if you saw it today from the eyes that you.
Oh
currently
my
have.
God, do things change?
Yeah.
Especially at this very, very old age. They really do. I look at some of the stuff that made an enormous impression on me when I was younger, and I can't understand what I
Like
saw.
what?
There was this movie called Oh, What a Lovely War, which I like ran to New York to see it when it was first run, and it's a British musical about World War I.
We just saw this last year, right?
Yeah.
Where they is it the one where they're traveling around in the Far East in the jungles? Is that the one?
No.
Oh, all right. There was,
Still
please
knows
tell.
nothing.
No, it's a similar vein.
It's on a pier in Brighton, and
Oh,
it
okay.
becomes like as if World War I is a game, and then they cut to that to the actual battles, which were not in the jungles.
Right. Okay.
But
But
you loved it when you were younger, and now
It just blew me over when I was younger, and then I saw it, you know, like 10 years ago, and I was like, what on earth did I think? I mean, it's really clunky. It's not that great. It's kind of a great idea, a very high concept idea to have a musical
Right.
that's kind of farcical about war, but it really didn't hold up.
was it just because you're like, oh, this is a sort of a at the time, this is like, oh, this is a new concept, this is a new take on this, etc. So, you know, at the time, it was pushing buttons or whatever. But
Well, when I was a teenager, I really liked moments of big impact.
Yeah.
And the ending of this movie, it starts out where they're showing a graveyard with crosses in the green field, and it's a crane shot that just keeps going back and back and back and back and back until you see thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of graves. And it was like, but you know, it still has that thing, but it's like the whole movie itself just doesn't really add up to much.
I think it's a lot of
Which is why it's pretty much forgotten.
right, and I clearly forgot it. No, I watched one that was about a traveling troupe that went around in Burma, et cetera, and
Like a USO type of.
but British music,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
US,
yeah.
and then there's this whole spy, like there's like this whole spy thing that happens like that. But it was, but I couldn't tell you what it's called anyway.
I could talk about movies for hours with you. I need
Okay.
to,
And
you
I need
should
to,
go
I
to
need
the
to get your
Film
phone
Arts
number.
I'm available for free.
Awesome.
How do people find the schedule for the Film Art series?
You can go online. I think it's watersatcinema.org or ptownfilm.org, and they're on Facebook and Instagram.
Check
and
out the poster in front of the cinema.
Yeah.
Yes, but basically, it's every 2 weeks, Thursday at 7, and they're always interesting. So if you want something to do in the winter, it's a great, and it's really important now to see movies on a screen and to see them together with people where you're kind of forced to sit down at the same time and not like turn your phone off and turn it on when you have to go to the bathroom. It's like it's there and it imposes itself on you, and I think it has a bigger hold on you. And it makes more of an impression on you when you see movies that way.
I 100% agree because like as people are talking about like the Netflixification of films and stuff, where it's like someone says, "I'm going in the other room now to get that book off the shelf," so that they're narrating what they're doing, so that when you're on your phone, you're not missing what's happening. This is like a whole like thing. That, like,
Really?
yes, people say what they're doing instead of you actually being, just like
Because they assume you're not watching.
they assume you're not fully actively engaged in the watching this movie because you're doing something else. You're on your phone. You're like, oh, and so that's like a whole like thing that's happening. So seeing it with a bunch of people and having that experience, you all gasp at the same time or like inappropriately laugh.
It's a humbling experience.
And the conversation is probably a movie that wouldn't be made today. Like, I can't imagine somebody getting away
It would
with
never
that.
be made today, not by a Hollywood studio.
Right.
Absolutely not. There are still lots of interesting movies being made. Most of them are abroad, and but the stuff that's being made in U.S. and Canada that's really interesting is in series on television.
Yeah, it has sort of morphed to that because they think like, oh, we're spending all of this money. It has to be a tentpole. It has to be IP. It has to be something like no one's going to go and get out of their house and be in a movie theater unless they already know what it involves, the characters that are going to be. It's
The whole movie theater experience is shrinking.
Right.
I'd love to see in this town, unfortunately, we're not going to see that many young people come to the movies, but, to have younger people go to the cinema, even if it means Marvel Comics stuff, anything to bring to the theater, because the theaters are going to close.
right, and particularly like we are in a small town at the end of the earth, and we have a year-round movie theater.
We're lucky to have a nonprofit, who's running this thing
Yeah.
because it really is for the community. And people think of movie theaters as a business. It's not. In this business, it doesn't make money.
Right.
No, not
So-
particularly ours. Yeah, and it is a way to
So
gather
it's a
people.
support the cinema because it's really amazing that we have it here.
Yeah. And that it's doing programming such as the
There are lots of series other than mine. There's like drag movies and the whole.
Austin's doing the horror thing as
Right.
well. Yeah, so there's something of interest to everybody. So check out the Water's Edge Cinema, the Provincetown Film Society.
I will see you at the conversation.
Absolutely. Next Thursday.
Yeah.
And also, anytime you see Howard Karen's byline in the Independent reviewing a show, it's going to be a thoughtful review of whatever it is that you're seeing. So,
Thanks.
Thanks for your time.
thanks for your time today.
Thanks, guys.
And now we have a very brief clip of, it is time for country line dancing, which is happening all the time.
Oh.
We have a little brief clip of what you could expect at one of Francis's class. So, welcome, Francis Grant. Now we have you live after the tape. If you were looking for something to do all year round, but particularly in the winter, get out, move your body, Francis is your man to teach you country line dancing.
Yes, sir. That's right. Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. At the Gifford House in the Wild Theater, and it's great. Steven's wonderful. He's provided a really great space.
You also, I met you last year because when we had Footloose as part of
that was fun.
film festival fundraiser thing, you taught the big choreographed dance for the thing, and people were learning
Was
it.
it the
'cause
flash mob that we
it
did
was-
at the
yeah,
prom?
Yeah,
That was
and
fun.
you also danced. I saw you guys dance here.
Over
on the
there,
thing,
yep.
But it's again people getting together and participating in something.
Dancing is such a good community building activity, and that's why I do what I do. I teach primarily ballroom dancing, so if you're looking for like a wedding dance or formal dancing, just FYI, I'm your man. But it's such a good, healthy activity. I think of dancing as like the ultimate exercise in presence, because you have to be present in the space, present in your body. It's great exercise, which I forget to warn people about because they're like, oh my God, I'm sweating so much. But you'll feel so good afterwards. So it's like if you can spare 90 minutes on a Wednesday, it gets you off the couch. If you're rotting on your couch, come and get some exercise. It's going to be good.
And it's also it's people of different skill levels.
Yes.
If you feel like you have two left feet or you're clunky or whatever, you can move your body in some way, and I've
Correct.
seen you working with different people. You're like, oh, you're not going to be embarrassed.
Correct. Right. You know,
it's not about that.
I'm very beginner focused, so I make sure I break things down in a way that's digestible for people, especially if it's something you've never done. I think that's why people like line dancing too, because it doesn't require a partner. You know, just show up as you are. Do your best. I always tell people to keep the bar set low, all right? It's not open heart surgery, okay?
Right.
It's line dancing. Don't take it too seriously. And even people who have never done it usually end up having a really good time.
How long have you been doing it on Wednesdays
It's
up
been
there?
almost 2 years
Oh my
that
God.
I've been doing. I know, some people are like, wait, I didn't know you were doing that. Where I get a lot of people that are like, oh, I saw that there and I've been meaning to go. If you're one of those people, where are you? Let's go.
Go.
You'll have a lot of fun. It's good.
Now, are you based in Chatham in the area?
I live in Chatham,
Okay.
yes. So I teach primarily in Chatham. So I pop up here every Wednesday. And I'm hoping actually once the busy season starts up again, they do a Latin night there.
Yeah.
And I've been talking to them about doing like some salsa classes if you want
Oh.
to do some Latin dancing. So stay tuned for
All right,
that.
because your ballroom,
Do you know what I need you to do?
What do you need me to do?
I need you to do a Halloween flash mob like we used to do.
I would love that because I've never done a flash mob until I did the one for the prom last year, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. So I would be so down for that. So down for
See,
that.
this is what's been missing. We
Yeah.
had a choreographer named Chuck who used to live
Okay.
here. And a couple of Halloweens in a row, he got like 40 of us to learn like Thriller. And we
heard-
rode around in the bus. We did it at the Stop and Shop. We did it at the school.
I know somebody who did that, and she showed me a video in the Stop and Shop
Yeah.
of doing the Thriller dance.
I'm
and I
one
was
of
like,
those
that looks
zombies."
cool. I want to show up at a mall and like bust out and dancing
Right?
like randomly. I think that would be great.
Like the,
or
the
do it on
plan
Commercial
was to
Street
do
or
it down
something.
the
Yeah,
street,
they did
but the
it.
weather was bad, so we got a bus, and it was so much fun.
I love that. I'm down.
Excellent. You heard it here, folks. Just won't be able to do it in a Stop and Shop because they'll either be the freezers will be broken or the heat will be off.
Oh no.
Bless our soul. Francis, so you did you were you a professional ballroom dancer? Did you like?
Yeah, I don't compete anymore. I used to. I never became like a high level competitor, but I also didn't start dancing until my 20s. So
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
dance when I was like 4 years old. So I always tell people, like, if my tall, goofy ass can learn how to do this, anybody can. But
Are you from Chatham?
I've been teaching. I'm not from Chatham. I grew up in Connecticut.
Where?
So that's where I started. I know you said you were going to Connecticut. I grew up in Colchester. So that's like near the casinos, New
Yeah.
London County area. So that's where I first learned how to dance, was in Glastonbury, Connecticut, at a dance studio. So
What at the age of 20 brought you later in life, to go to dance class at the age of 20? Like,
it
what-
was, I tried it on a whim with a friend just to be like, let's give it a go. But it was the community that drew me. That's what I think draws people to dancing, especially partner dancing, because, you know, partner dancing has the whole lead and follow aspect to it, which is like a whole different, you know, it's like learning a language, right?
Right.
But it's like, it's such a community builder. So that's what drew me. It was like, this is just, I knew it was so healthy for me to do for myself and my own personal development that I just threw myself into it because it really brought a fulfilling, you know, community aspect to my life.
It's interesting to see because, you know, like who watches what's the ABC?
So you think you can dance?
Oh,
No,
America's
Dancing
Got
with the
Talent.
Stars.
Dancing with the Stars,
Yeah.
like, which is mostly like, you know, housewives and gay people.
Yes.
Even if they, but it's interesting to see, or Strictly Come Dancing, all of these dance competition shows
Yep.
where they have, in the last few years, have same-sex couples
Yes,
doing the
that's
thing.
a
And
newer
that's
thing
new,
to the
and it's-
ballroom world.
right.
They took their time getting there, but I mean, you couldn't even do, they wouldn't even let female instructors be leaders at competitions until
Really?
recently. Yes. So there's a lot of like old school mentalities that are being pushed out
Well,
the door, which is nice, but more same-sex competitions.
It also has to be it's a practicality thing
Yeah.
of like if your audience and your participants are on the spectrum sexually speaking, like, and to say no, you have to dance, you're a man, you have to dance with a woman, or
Right.
whatever. Like, it's the only way to grow an organization that probably ballroom dancing, you know, is getting older, or maybe now it's attracting younger people who be like,
Yes.
oh,
Case
I
in
get to
point.
dance with a boy, I get to dance
Yeah.
with a girl, or whatever.
I
Yeah.
always tell people, like, learn both. Like, you don't have to put yourself into one role. Like, especially, I try to tell my leaders all the time, if you want to be a better leader, learn how to follow.
What's the famous quote from she did everything. Ginger Rogers. Ginger Rogers was a better dancer than Fred Astaire because she did everything backwards in heels.
Yeah, I would believe that actually, and that's a kind of a thing. The female instructors are always that have learned how to follow. They're better leaders than most of the men are. It's true.
Talking about movies, what's your favorite dance influenced movie?
I've been asked this question before, and it's tricky to say. I mean, Dirty Dancing is great. I think I really, Scent of a Woman always stands out because they had the tango scene and he's blind.
Yeah.
And I think that was just such a good representation of how lead and follow is kind of beyond our senses, and it's really a language of feeling. And I thought that's cool. So that's always the one that kind of sticks out.
And that is not the one that you would think of when you
No,
I did not
usually
expect you to say
like,
something.
Dirty Dancing, oh my God, which is great. It's like you're in a movie, Patrick Swayze, blah, blah, blah. But like, I think that Al Pacino's great, and that's just a great movie. So.
We were rehearsing for a play upstairs, and you guys were downstairs one day, and it was funny to hear, because you're like, all right, take it from the top, and then go a yee-haw and a woo and all this stuff.
I remember that too, and I was like, they can probably hear my
we were like, we're going to stop rehearsal because we can't fight with this. And I was
so worried about that. I'm like,
we were like, you know what? They're having fun downstairs, and now you'll be having fun in the Wild, which is going to be renovated at some point over the winter, I hear.
I have not heard that. That's exciting.
I think they're removing the columns.
Oh, Stephen did mention that to me.
So
Good.
make
Those columns, you know.
They're going to put an I-beam in, remove the columns, which will open up that room.
A lot going on at the Gifford House this winter.
Yeah, they installed the video wall.
Yeah, no, Stephen's doing great stuff there. So.
But the other good thing about the line dancing phenomenon or whatever, I mean, you see it in bars and stuff like that. It's not two-stepping.
It's not the same. Two-stepping is a partner dance. That's partner dancing.
And line dancing, there could be 5 people in the room or 50 people in the room. You're all getting something out of it.
Correct.
I hate two-stepping because it doesn't work. If you're a musical person,
space.
but if you're a musical person, two-stepping isn't dancing to music. It's just counting. And I never understood it. It's dancing, and I don't denigrate it, but it's not for people who are musical because you don't feel the music. You're just like step.
Quick, slow, the whole time.
I was like, that's not what the music's doing.
Yeah, it's true.
So on Wednesday nights, country line dancing at the Gifford. How do people sign up? Do you want them to sign in advance?
They don't have to say, just show up as they are. Okay. Right? Wear comfortable clothes and something comfortable on your feet. Doesn't matter what it is. Some people you can dress up. Some people get into it. They put on their cowboy boots and their tassels and everything, which is fine. But you're going to sweat, so just be ready to shed a layer.
Layers.
And the bar's there. Some people have a drink and they regret it. But if you want one to loosen up, stay hydrated. But you'll have a good time. I'll beat you up, and you're going to feel good afterwards. There's no other way around it. You're going to feel
that you got off your couch and went out in the world and did something.
The theme of the year: get off your couch.
Get off your couch. Get off your phone.
And I tell people I hate running, so I dance. If you don't like to run, come and dance. It's great.
Great.
Awesome.
Well, I hope that you have lots of people throughout the season and all year round.
Yeah, thanks for doing this.
Thank you so much.
Nice to see you.
Thanks for coming today.
Absolutely.
Well, it's a wrap.
I think it's time to thank our sponsors, the Boat Slip, the Provincetown Brewing Company, the Provincetown Business Guild, PTV, the P-Town Inn,
Pilgrim Monument and Museum. If you are a business and you want to sponsor us next season, we will
reach out to us via
Wake Up In Provincetown at Gmail or speak to me on the street. We always need money to produce this show. We are so happy that you have been tuning in for the last 9-10 months or whatever. We'll be back in a couple months after a little break.
Happy New Year, everybody, and thank you for waking up in Provincetown.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sean. And thank you, all of our guest hosts over the year. You'll see more of those next year, too. Thanks for waking up in Provincetown.
Wherever you are.
See you next year or
see you in a couple months.
Bye.
Can I have some coffee? Wake up, wake up. Make it strong, please. Hey. Oh. Hey. Wake up, wake up. Oh. No, really, can I have some coffee? Wake up, wake up.